God, this is so beautiful. This is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden. Thank you so much for joining me for Shifting Perspectives. Traumatization is this. It is a oneist's ultimate defense. If you are in danger because we are oneists, the only thing we have is our imagination. So if we are abused or beaten, if we are trapped and we feel like we can't escape, we have the first line of defense, which is fear. Wow, it's basically all right, I'm not going to get into that part of it. I'll skip. There's other stages, but I'm going to give you like a little zoomed in portion of this. Later, the stages are let's get down to fear. You've done the flop and you've done the flop. It's when you go into flop. Now that is dissociation, but there's another one. And that's when you become a dimensional walker. So some people don't just flop, they flop and dream. But not everyone can do it. The question is, why is one imagination more vivid than the other? What makes an imagination? I already know that question. Self-love and resourcefulness. Self-love and resourcefulness, when combined, give you imagination. 3 years old. And that is when we are abused because we are showing our imagination. We were taught to be afraid of imagination. I just found another subliminal message to put inside of my recording. Do not fear. Love imagination. Love, you love your imagination. It is safe to love your imagination. There we go. Fear of imagination. Which means if you are made afraid of your imagination, you would just shut down a flop. And that is where we find avoiders. I did not have a fear of imagination, so I went the other route. The other route I went was total imagination, and that allowed me to escape. Now, when you imagine, you're actually dimension walking, but something happens in the brain that trips it on for some people, and it doesn't. Empathy. I felt empathy at a time empathy. You have to feel and achieve the emotion empathy with fear. When those two chemicals combine, it unlocks your ability to dimension walk. It was a way to keep the children safe. There were only two ways you could get access to this knowledge. It was either taught to you or you earned it. To earn it, there's only one way to earn it, and that's if you truly need it, and only if you are kind in that moment. So you had to be pushed to a certain point of severe fear while feeling the emotion empathy. With that combination, you have proven your worth, your brain responds, and it releases the ability to dimension walk because no one who can feel empathy under that much fear would ever hurt anyone. You can't. So you are given the gift of dimension walking. Not very many people have it. Later, you would grow up dimension walking. It would be your go-to escape. You might even become addicted to it. The thing is, you can't stop writing story. You can't stop telling story. I thought it was all me, but it's not just me, it's all of us. The reason why I'm so different is because no one acts like me. No one acts like me. Oh, but you all do. Oh, you all do. Every one of you loves story. If you're not playing video games, if you're not watching TV, if you're not around a campfire, if you're not singing songs, then you're gossiping. We have to tell story. We have to tell story. We're painting it, we're singing it, we're dancing it, we're telling it. We are story sluts. Because she's the goddess of story. That's why our teachers were actors. Because they knew that it took story to teach. And that's the way of it. I have 12 lessons to get through, and I have no idea how I'm going to do it. And I know when I'm done, it's going to be like a whole thing that I put on stage, and I just keep reiterating it over and over again. But I've got to like tack in all the mediums. And I thought, Anna, are you really going to dance? Are you really going to dance your story? We're going to intermission, and then you're going to do a ballet? Oh, but I could. Oh, but I could. That would be the live editions only. So if you want to see the ballet edition of this performance, I'm putting myself on the spot now, aren't I? That's right, I am. Here it comes. I won't be doing it home. These are my live editions only. When I tell my 12-tiered story, my one-man show, I will have this moment in the middle of it where I do the ballet. And it will be my dance retelling interpretation of my story in all the formats. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh, I could not be happier. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna do like whoa, 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 Bugs Bunny kind of shit. Oh yeah, I'm going there. Oh yes, I mastered that. Oh yeah, did I? That was my first exposure to opera and ballet, and I'm like, I love this shit. Oh yeah, I'm totally doing an opera and a ballet, and a ballet, and get that right. It's an opera with an intermission where I do the ballet. Yes. Oh God, yes. If Bugs Bunny can pull it off in 8 minutes or less, so can I. Oh yes. Welcome to the operatic version of my story. Oh my God. And I even have the music on the night of the blue moon. And we just had a blue moon. So this is like, yes, that was the name of my opera, On the Night of the Blue Moon. Oh, yes, I am so excited. I even have the sheet music. It's so shitty in places, and I don't care. I'm finally going to be able to perform my opera on stage. So, yeah, that's for live versions only. Oh, yeah. It's not very often I get to see identities. It's really my problem. I miss them. An identity, the id. That's truly what we've lost. I see us being ethereal walkers, dimension walking. That's how the overcrowdedness will stop. Oh, that's why you're all scared. Limited resource. Oh, that's why you're scared. Imagine it. Manifest the space. You're afraid. The earth is small. We just hit 8 billion people on this planet. And we don't have a plan yet on where we're going to go. So space is now limited. Resources are now limited. We're running out of fossil fuel. Everyone calm down. Shh. You can manifest any reality you want. And I'm giving you one to work on. You are a dimensional walker. Believe, and it will open up to you. And then you'll have another dimension that you can farm while you also restore this one. And guess what? There will be spaces enough for everyone because each one of you has your own dimension. But keep something in mind, and this is really important. Take care of the land you leave behind. That is one of the rules. We must take care of the land we leave behind. We must leave it healthier than we found it. It's a rule. Take care of the land you leave behind. Now, there's one really important fact about all of this knowledge that you must truly take into heart. If you learn, internalize, not memorize, not mimic, not parrot, internalize the first 6 ethics, you need no more lessons. You need no one. They will have everything they need. So it is imperative that we take our education of these 6 first lessons We all have to learn those properly. This will work only on education, which means we really need to start upping our education game, or this won't work. The key to education is not knowledge. It is not information that you memorize or cram inside of your head. The key to education are ethics, life lessons, and there are 12. The first 6 teach you how to be a human being. The next 6 teach you how to learn and teach you how to educate. And the last one teaches you how to build, teaches you how to restore, teaches you how to rehabilitate. So that if ever this information is lost, it can once again be found. And it will never be lost again. So says I. Teach them the first 6 ethics. Then teach yourself how to learn, how to think. You must learn how to think. For in that is problem solving. And where there is problem solving, there cannot be war. This will be done in 3 phases. There will be a violent stage. That is when the anger all pours out and people are scared. It is really important that we follow rule number 1, which is don't scare the children. Smile and laugh. Don't scare the children. Don't scare the adults. Keep everything the same. Don't change anything right away. We're only going to work on our mindset and education. But we need to stay calm. The next stage is communication. Your communication is going to become extraordinary. You will be able to speak as efficiently as you run, climb, and walk. The last stage is learning how to rebuild, restore, and rehabilitate. That way, if there is ever any damage done, it is resolved. This is the plan that I have in place for Operation Imagination. This is just a small piece of it. If you want to get involved, the best thing you can do is just share my story. That is truly the best way you can get involved. Tell my story. I am looking for my people. Take a look at the link below. Browse my directory for Authenticity City. And if it feels right, and if it feels good, and if it gives you joy, then you are probably my people. Go ahead and click on the link below. Figure out where you want to be and get there. Thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.